Shia LaBeouf is once again confronting his past, this time reflecting on what he had described as dirty, ugly, disgusting behavior surrounding his Mardi Gras battery charges. In a rare moment of public self-examination, the actor opened up about the chaotic period in his life that led to his 2017 arrest in Savannah, Georgia, during Mardi Gras celebrations, an incident that became one of several legal and personal controversies that defined a turbulent chapter in his career. The former Disney Channel star, who rose to global fame through blockbuster franchises like Transformers, has long had a complicated relations hip with fame, addiction, and public scrutiny. But in revisiting the Mardi Gras incident, LaBeouf didn't attempt to soften the narrative or shift blame. Instead, he offered an unfiltered assessment of his own actions. "I was operating from a place that was dirty and ugly and disgusting," he reportedly said while discussing the arrest. The blunt self-criticism marks a notable contrast to earlier years when the actor often appeared defensive, erratic, or dismissive of the controversies surrounding him. The 2017 arrest stemmed from an altercation in Savannah where LaBeouf was charged with public drunkenness, disorderly conduct, and obstruction after reportedly becoming confrontational with law enforcement. Video footage later surfaced, showing the actor shouting profanities, but making inflammatory remarks. At the time, the images went viral, reinforcing a growing public perception that the once promising actor was spiraling. For LaBeouf, however, that night has come to symbolize something deeper than just another tabloid headline. In hindsight, he views it as part of a broader pattern fueled by substance abuse and unresolved emotional struggles. Over the years, he has spoken candidly about battling alcoholism and seeking treatment, including court-ordered rehab following the arrest. His recent reflections suggest a man attempting to reconcile with the damage he caused, not only to his public image but to himself and others. That wasn't a single event, he has implied in past interviews when addressing his past behavior. That was a lifestyle. By framing the Mardi Gras incident as a symptom rather than an isolated mistake, LaBeouf appears to be acknowledging the issues that were driving his destructive actions. The actor's journey has been anything but linear. After early acclaim for films like Honey Boy, a semi-autobiographical project in which he portrayed a version of his own father, LaBeouf seemed poised for artistic redemption. Yet further allegations and controversies complicated that narrative, forcing the industry and audiences alike to grapple with difficult questions about accountability, talent, and personal growth. Still, in recent months, LaBeouf has spoken more openly about faith, sobriety, and personal transformation. He has credited structured recovery programs and spiritual guidance for helping him confront aspects of himself he once avoided. His characterization of his past as disgusting may be harsh, but it signals a willingness to take ownership rather than minimize harm. Public reactions remain divided. Some see his words as a sign of genuine growth. Others question whether reflection alone is sufficient without sustained accountability. In the era of viral scandals and permanent digital records, redemption is rarely simple. Yet, LaBeouf's candidness underscores a broader cultural conversation about addiction, mental health, and the pressures of early fame. Child stars, in particular, often face intense public scrutiny while navigating personal development under a microscope. For LaBeouf, who transitioned from sitcom success to big-budget action stardom before turning toward more experimental and autobiographical projects, the journey has been marked by extremes.